You. Welcome back. It's your boy Jay Diggy back with a little special video that I will be doing. Today I want to discuss Air Gear. I want to do a review on Air Gear from the anime and the manga. Alright. This has been I've been working on this for a bit. There's a lot of things I've been working on, but before I get my thoughts out, I want to first go over the review and then we'll move on. So I actually do not have a script at all for this because I feel like for this one I'm going to be going all over the place. So I'm just going to just talk for wherever. So now, Air Gear itself it's pretty much a series about roller skates that have motors, where they pretty much is like ignore all the laws of physics, and it takes place in Japan and all that good stuff. So before I give you my overall thoughts, I will go over the anime and then I will go over the manga, but just give you a hint. This series had a lot of potential, but and getting failure. Without further ado, let's get on with it. First, I would like to discuss the anime. The anime, if any of you guys are watching the Air Gear anime, I actually recommend it. If you just watch the anime, you will be fine. You will be fine. It's pretty solid. I give it like 7.5 out of 10. It's pretty solid. So this is what I'm going to start talking about, like how the series is going to be going through, like just discussing it. So the rogues. So in the world of ATs, in the world of Storm Riders as they call it, there are 8 different rogues. Okay, in reality, there's like so many different rogues, but there's 8 different rogues. So the main character, Iki, he rides the Wing Rogue. So there you just see an example of Wing Rogue. Each of the rogues, they pretty much have their own powers and capabilities and yada yada. And these riders can ride these rogues. Now, there's one rider of each rogue called a king. When they're called king, it means they're supposed to be the best at riding that rogue. And they have something called the regalia, which is a symbol of the kings. And the regalia just gives them ridiculous power. It's insane. Like the regalia gives them ridiculous power. Now, each Storm Rider, what they do is that they come together and they form teams. Each team has a class from A or F. And if they want to rank up, they have to defeat 3 teams. They have to win 3 battles in a row in the same team, or be a higher ranked team. Now, the battles are kind of interesting, except for the end where it just becomes okay. But overall, I just want to explain like the basic concept of how things work. Next, I want to talk about Sleeping Force. So Sleeping Force, which we'll reintroduce, they're actually a legendary team, where originally all 8 kings were on one team. Totally broken. All 8 kings were on one team. Totally broken. And they formed Sleeping Force. Eventually something happened where they broke up, blah blah blah, you get the rest. But one of the characters, Ringo, she is the successor to that team. And she, Sleeping Force is the most legend. Now the team that opposes them is a team called Genesis, which is a powerful team that's been created by Simca to take down Sleeping Force. Okay, that's the whole point. To take down Sleeping Force and become number 1. Okay, so I think those are like the basic stuff. So the stuff when it comes to talk about the kings, the rogues, the regalias, the ports war battles, which is the A-class thing. The ports war battles, all that. They're all actually very interesting, and I like how it all plays out in the anime. But let's get to really the manga. Oh god. Holy shit. Holy goddamn. What? Yes, Agito. Agito's middle finger is totally perfect. Because that's what they're doing to you. Holy shit. Holy shit, it's so bad. I do not recommend the manga to anyone. It's so so bad. So bad. It's ridiculous how bad it is. It's worse than Fairy Tale. Or how people like to say, Fairy Tale. It's bad. Just trash. Oh my god, I can't even. It's so crazy how it was in the anime and it just became like this in the manga. I'm like, bro, no. I can't. I can't. One thing that I need to talk about is the fan service. Oh yeah. The fan service is it's ridiculous. It's holy, like, I don't even know how. It's like Game of Thrones level of fan service. I would say. Maybe not. I think Game of Thrones is a bit excessive, but like, it's still very excessive. It's like, and especially near the end of the series, there's just like naked women. I'm like, come on, come on, like, what's the point? I still remember there's like this one panel where it's like one person is doing one thing, and then you just go to just another girl that's naked for some random reason. I'm like, where's the continuity? But I'll get into that later. Because now it's time to talk about the characters, right? Because now I'll discuss the background, what each of the stuff are, all that stuff. So now it's time to talk about the characters. Let's start with Iki. Iki is the worst main protagonist I've ever seen in my entire life. This dude is an absolute dick. Like, he's a dick to his friends, he's a dick to his family, he's a dick to everyone, and he's a giant perv. And for some reason, this MC is supposed to be the dude, when the wind is blowing, like when it's like some special moment, he is the one who's going to be king. He's the one who's going to become the Sky King, blah, blah, blah. I despise this dude. Like, he's such a whiner. It's so crazy. Like, there's this one moment where, like, he has his best friend Kazu, where in this backstory, what he did was that he stole Kazu's shoes and filled it with like crap and shit like that, like mug and whatnot, so he couldn't run it, so he couldn't use him, just so he could beat Kazu in a foot race, but Kazu still kept on running. And his explanation was that, I'm not quoting this, I might be a little bit off, but I know it's the general sense. If he runs faster than me, I won't be able to catch him. What? What are we smoking? What are we smoking? Like, that just pretty much says that Iki is a very bad friend. Iki, the main hero, all he is he's a perv, and he's a dick to everyone. And whenever the moment is right, he's gonna be seen as the hero, where he doesn't even deserve it. Except Kazu. Now, Kazu, I think, should have been the main character. He is actually a very good character. I only have one complaint against this dude. Actually, two. One really. At his lowest point, why does he join an orgy cult? Just why? Give the man some goddamn dignity. Like, just why? Please, can you explain to me why? This character, I know he doubts himself a lot, but he grows from it, and I like that part of his character. However, they overplayed that too much, and the orgy call was wow. And also apparently, so the thing is that, I wouldn't care, but like, spoilers, whatever. But the thing is that Kazu was supposed to be next in line to be Flame King, and he loses a Flame Regalia or something along the lines of that, and he loses confidence in himself, and somehow he joins an orgy cult, which somehow is ran by Iki. I don't know how, and Iki's just there in this match just to grope people. Like, I don't know how he got there in the first place. They have a cool fight, but like, it's so stupid. It's like, that's my only complaint. He did have a cool moment when you defeat the second strongest guy in the series, Nike, or Nike, whatever you want to call him, or Nikkei. It was cool. Even though the Flame of God's power is completely bullshit. That's another thing I want to add. All the science that's in this show to explain these powers, 99% of the time they're just total BS. Like, they're total BS. Like, but I'm not gonna, like, some is just ridiculous, but I'm not gonna hit it hard too much, because there have been other animes out there that have been butchering science for like a long time. The Flame of God's power is horseshit though. Like, it's saying, oh, you can use every single rogue in one and use all their tricks. And because people were watching him fight on the internet and somehow gave him the memory to what? Like, what? I can't. I can't. But anyway, Kazuo was a solid character. Moving on to Onigiri. Wow, where do I even begin with this dude? All he is just a giant pervert. And he's ridiculously giant. His entire thing is that when he fights females, he gets like a huge power boost because the females are scared of him. No shit. The thing is that in a lot of animes, this usually is like a pervert character in some sense, like Sanji from One Piece or Jiraiya from Naruto. But there's so much more to the character, and they do not focus on the pervert part. Like, fine, maybe this is a Japan thing, fine. But Onigiri has no character. He's pretty much like the worthless character, the worthless member of the team. Oh yeah, by the way, the team, Iki's team, is called Kogurasuma. Kazu's in that team, Onigiri's in that team. Like, it's the worst. He's a liability, that's all he is. Every time, he gets kicked out of the battle. But in some way, he changes some little part of the battle where he wins. Where it causes Kogurasuma to win. Overall, it's terrible. This character is garbage. He did have this moment where he fought Nikkei, and he said some shit where, oh, the thing he cares about in a girl is like a beautiful smile. I'm like, bullshit! What the you've been doing throughout the entire series? And you're telling me that you like the song. It's just like in Family Guy. I think in the later seasons, Quagmire says that he cannot force women. He cannot have sex with women by forcing them. I'm like, look at season 1, potentially season 2. Hello. But either way, that's all you need to know about Onigiri. Next up, we have Bucha. Now, Bucha actually is a solid character. He was very strong in the beginning, but after that, he's just been losing every single battle. And the reason they're saying that is because of his negativity and stuff like that. And at the end, he did have a really nice battle and he got a win finally. Cause it's so weird. Because in the beginning, he was pretty much the second strongest rider. And then eventually, near the end, he just became the 4th strongest. So it was just better than Onigiri. What? Like, what? And Bucha does not get a chance to really do anything else throughout the series. And just keep in mind, this series ran for 357 or 358 chapters approximately, give or take. So, overall, Bucha is solid, but did not get enough time. Next is Agito and /Akito. And boy, do I have a lot to say about this. Agito and Akito, they're actually pretty solid. In the beginning, like throughout the first half, they're actually pretty solid characters and they say that right throughout. But here's the problem. Somewhere in the middle, Nakayama, I think that's, no, what I'm saying, All Great forgot that Akito was gay. Oh wait, let me explain who Akito is. So Agito is like, they have like a, I don't remember the official term. And I know it's got a split personality disorder. I think it's multiple personality disorder. You can correct me in the comments. I'm not sure. But one side he's a psychopathic killer, and on the other side he's gay. Right? So they work well together for the most part. But then they just forgot about Akito and forgot that he was gay and gave Agito a love relationship. Overall solid, but there's something else. He's also like the strongest member of the group until near the end. The strongest member until the end of the series. But let me move on because there's something. It's time to talk about some ridiculousness. The gravity children. So if you see the circles that I drew on the eyes of the cross, that means a gravity children. Now what are gravity children? So gravity children are experimented babies or kids that have been trained in under zero gravity just so they can be better at ATs. Just like that saying for a moment. What incarnation? What? Like and also the worst part is almost all the characters in the series is a gravity child. Like, what? And here's the thing that mind boggles me. How are these experiments happening in Japan? Don't they have governments? Shouldn't they be making sure they don't do this type of stuff? That's now been explained. I don't understand. Oh, and then they have something called brain charger, whatever the fuck or what the hell that is. I have no idea what that is. And let me get to the brain charger part. So apparently Akito has a third personality, and that is a brain charger. Now here's the thing. So he has a sadistic older brother called Kaito, who's part of the police, which is very okay. So we get this backstory way in another game, and Kaito was in love with this girl, okay, who looks just like Akito. I think her name is Gazelle. I'm not sure. But after she dies, she goes like, she somehow asexually reproduced herself to become Akito and Agito somehow. And this also implies that means Kaito is not Agito's older brother, is actually his son, and he's been abusing him. Child abuse? Hello? And I think he said this last like, I want to keep them far away from the world of ATs, so they don't get hurt the way that the person he liked did. Well, because Agito, he's just killing people. He was just going out in the world of ATs. Well, you just destroyed that, like, okay, yeah, alright, somehow that works. And the way he did that, the way he did it to Agito, that means he's just like, he's a screwed up father. Like, I mean, come on. Oh yeah, the ridiculous. And the people who are hearing this are like, what the hell is this series? Yeah, nah, it's just gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. Oh yeah, one of the things that before I want to get into this point is that they mentioned that there's only 8 rows and 8 kings to rule them to reach to the top of the Japan Tower. I'll get to that later. How come there's so many different rows? And how come there's so many different regalias? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Alright, so now, I don't understand why there's so many regalias and so many different rows when they said these 8 are supposed to be the main one. That's beyond me. That's beyond me. Okay, now it's time for the Grand Skill Tournament. Hilarious that they tried to do a tournament arc, and it's also very hilarious because this is a part where they pretty much completely forgot about the park war, especially in the end. That just became a full war zone. But I just want to get to that. But now let's talk about the Japan Tower. Oh, okay, so the Japan Tower is supposed to be a megaforce to rank the Storm Riders, and it's supposed to be on the top. That's all it is, a megaforce. Now, I want to just list out some ridiculous stuff that this series has done. Number 1, They had nuclear weapons. I remember this one scene when Yoshitsune was fighting like a bunch of people. They pointed a nuclear weapon or like a railgun or something like that at Kyoto. I'm like, what? This is a series about roller skates. This is a series about parts wars. Where the hell you get a railgun? Number 2, Rika, which was the oldest in Iki's family line. She gets captured because she was the original Thorn Queen, but then eventually she gets captured. Blah blah. They put I shit you not. They put some spying, infecting parasite to control her mind and actions, and somehow she became a brain charger. What, like a spy infected parasite? We started off with just ATs, okay? Like, how you get a spy infected parasite? I don't understand. I honestly do not understand. These are the ridiculousness. Oh, we're not done. Yeah, this is a big one I want to talk about. Tool 2 or Tool, or however you want to call these fucking people. We call them the fixie people. This thing is just another excuse for lazy fan service. Oh my god. So okay. So, and the person you see right there, we'll talk about her later. But the fixie people, I'm just gonna call them Tool. I'm just gonna call them Tool, alright? These guys are supposed to be the people that tune the regalia to the rider. So they would have to fix up the regalia and make sure it works for each rider. Now here's the problem. How does this work? The thing is that it's a very special process. They pretty much have to take off all their clothes, wear some skin tight thing where they look like they're practically naked at this point, and in a sense, have sex with the rider. Yeah. Oh, and the best part is that they have their own road to call the ring road. To this point, I have no idea how that's a road, and they have their own king, or in this case, the Plague's Queen. To this point, I still have no idea what the hell they are. I just don't. And there's a lot of stories. So the thing is that the big teams that you really need to worry about is Kogasumo, Iki's team, Genesis, and Sleeping Force. Now, Tool, well, they were like saying, oh, they wanna be, they're staying out of it. They're not on either side, which is a complete lie because they side with Kogasumo and the hero side with the end. But overall, it's so stupid. I still remember there's like this one girl that like the author, they make you hate her. They make you hate her by saying, oh, she wants to create the ring regalia with Iki, aka, have some stuff. In the end, people are saying, oh, she's not right for Iki. She just can't do it for Iki. Then she goes to the bad side, to the evil side. Then she goes back to the good side, say, okay, it's time for her time to do it again. No, you just got right. I think you just called that ship wrong because, let me get to it. There's this moment where it's like, they were gonna make the big storm regalia, and they're choosing which tuner should be there for Iki. And, oh yeah, I forgot. Iki has a harem-ish. I forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let me add that. Iki has a harem. Ringo, Simka, and Kuru. I will get to the other laggard too. I'll get to all three of them later, personally. But they're the ones that said to that mean girl, whatever her name was, that she's not right for Iki again. It was like, I think I saw this video that did a really good job explaining how bad the Air Gear series is. I think it's Weekly Manga Recap. Yeah, shout outs to Weekly Manga Recap. They said something that was hilarious, where they were saying, I quote, She went on the backside before it. Stop her. You don't want to do this shit again. You don't want to do... I'm not quoting this. I just paraphrase at this point. It's like, what are you doing? She went to the backside before. Don't push her again. She gonna go. Hilarious. Total 2 is ridiculous. The fan service is ridiculous. I have no words for this. But we gotta move on because there's a time limit. Now let's talk about each character. So Ringo is supposed to be Iki's main love interest. He's a childhood friend of Iki. So there's nothing really great to her character. She's a Thorn Queen. Just some like love drama, whatever. There isn't much to her character, but all I can say is that she's okay. But there's a moment because in the final battle is Iki and Ringo is fighting Mika, and there's this thing where like she uses the secret power of the Thorn Regalia, and there's this one part where it just became like a bag of ornament thing, and they have a panel where it goes right up your crotch, right? Now Mika's pregnant with the enemy's kid, okay? And she's being brain controlled. So normally you would think this is a serious moment. And then Ringo just said, I think she said, oh, because it's not real underwear, I'm not embarrassed by it. I'm like, what? Why the hell would you? It's just so random. All she is that's all she is. Like, she's not. And the thing is that when it comes to all the female characters, it's very hard to talk about them because in the later end of the series, they just become fan service. That's all they are. That's all they really are. So let's move on. Simka. She was a bland fan service character from the start. Then there was a whole Genesis thing that came out, which turned her into a very good character, in my opinion. But then she goes back to being a bland character, a fan service character. I'm sorry, not bland, fan service. A fan service character in wheelchair, and then a fan service character at the end. That's all she is. She's just saying these like weird stuff, these real Megaforce stuff that no one really understands. She's supposed to be some kind of mystery. This is so weird. She was introduced as a strong rider in the beginning. How is she so weak now? I don't understand. She gets caught by the enemy's god. I shit you not. There's this one scene where like one of the enemies, the second strongest group, Nike, when he loses, Simka does not have her clothes. Someone left her jacket, and I feel like there's like the scene where like she goes and she sits on the dude's face and she goes like, "This is all you're gonna get from me. You're my type, suffer," some shit like that. That's where I just like, I can't with Simka. She's probably the worst character. Like, she's so annoying. And yes, she likes Iki for some reason. So annoying. I cannot with this girl. Simka is, wow, terrible. And she was supposed to be the leader of Genesis in the game. Yeah. Alright. Well, moving on. This is the Plagues Queen, the Total 2 people, the Fixie people, the Repair people. I talked a bit about her before. One of the things I want to add, there's this moment where I think like where Iki finds out who the main bad guy is, and she's just heartbroken and no one can help him. And then Kururu just goes to him and hugs him, and I shit you not, she literally says, like, I wish there's a screw to fix the sorrows of people's hearts, or something like that. I'm like, Wait, what? Wait, what? And this is not supposed to be a joke. This is supposed to be serious. And the dialogue metaphors is so bad. But my favorite part though was when there's this girl named Emily. I'll get into her later. But there's this moment where she's describing how each of the members of Kogura's Mall is part of AT. It's part of AT. And I think I forgot Bucha is something. I think Agito's a real. Onigiri is something like that. But I forgot what they are. But she said that Emily is an optional. It's an optional temporary replacement part. An optional replacement part. Yo, the amount of distance that she has. If I was Emily, I'm like, because the thing is that with Kumaru, even though she's a queen, a king, she doesn't like ATs. She doesn't skate. She just has her own thing with these fixie people. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Toto 2, I think is Catholic or Christian or whatever it was. They follow some religion. I forgot which one, but I know it's along that ballpark. For some reason, I don't know why, but Kururu, holy goddamn. Oh my god. Oh, that was the most hilarious thing I've seen. Like it was too funny. Kururu, hilarious. Terrible character, obviously, but like the thing that she's in love with Iki too, and like she can't skate, she can't do anything, but like that's how she somehow relates to people. I think when the moment where Kururu was like going to Iki and hugging him, I think that's supposed to be part of Kururu really does care about Iki. I'm like, if I was Killick or Ringo or Mikan or Ume and whoever else was there, or Agito even, I'd be like, what are you even saying right now? I can't with her. But overall, that's all she is. She says some hilarious shit, which dishes people, which pretty much she's dissing people, but hilarious stuff. Nakayama. Okay, so Nakayama is one of the main girls out there. She's not that important, but there's this one scene when they're fighting the original Sleepy Force in some. I forgot. Some more ridiculousness. They have some virtual reality stuff. They have Spitfire with his AI shit, where he can just respawn like a normal human can and just tell everyone what to do after he died. What? Either way, Nakayama. There is a scene where she's going to tune the Fang Regalia to Agito, right? And like, she's trying to do it, and she goes like, oh my god, it's hard to hear. It's hard to hear this. These clothes, they're in the way. And then she just strips them off. She just throws them in the wing, and then she just tunes the Regalia. I'm like, they're in the way. Now I know why these Tortu people take off their clothes, because they just can't hear. They just can't hear the thing they need to do for the Regalia. I'm like, what? What? And the best part is he still says Yankee after that, and they ship her with Akito, and they forgot that Akito was gay. Yeah, that's the only thing I really want to mention with her. Now, Emily. Emily actually was pretty solid. She had some pretty solid moments, okay? Throughout the series, she's actually pretty solid. Like her relatability, how she is with Kazu. Yeah, she's Kazu's love interest. The thing she did in actually exactly this pose, but she did in the Sleepy Force virtual reality. It was a good moment for her. I was looking forward to see where her character would go. And something happened, which I will get to later. But moving on. Now it's time to discuss the main villain. So, there's this character named Sora, okay? And Sora was the original Sky King. He was the original leader of Sleeping Forest. So he's pretty much like Iki. He's on a wheelchair, but because he was so strong back in the day, he's still pretty powerful now. So he's kind of like Iki's mentor in a sense. Like he taught him everything he knows. He's like Iki's goal, and he's also warning to not do anything crazy or else he'll become crippled like him. Then it turns out that Sora was the main villain of the entire story. And there's this whole betrayal. To this point, I don't understand how Sora betrayed anyone. It just came out of nowhere, but the thing is that when Sora was a villain, it was, in my opinion, I thought it was actually really cool. I thought it was actually really cool how he became the villain. Now, here's the problem. That's where all the bullshit happened, because some other guy, helicopter, some dude from America, like so much random stuff. And like, there's also death in the series, and like, fine, I can accept death because they get shown in the beginning how like people can die. No, actually, they said that. Actually, I think they said in the beginning that ATs are not illegal; they're sold. But now they just been secretly ruling the world, and they just like it's just all that matters. Okay. So for Sora, right? This man became a shit villain because he just said, "Oh, he did all the things he did to get the Sky Regalia, to just for the 99% of people, and that previous war is where you are at, Iki, and he's going to destroy it or whatever the case may be." I have no words for them. Like Sora, I can't with this dude. There's this moment where I think Sora was saying that, "You think Killick was the one that crippled me? Please, I cut my own tendons off because I don't need it." I'm like, that's not what would happen if you cut them. And yes, you do kind of need it, yeah. So somehow he's still able to ride his ATs by like some like robotic leg or something like that. That looks like an AT, but either way. Moving on to Nike. Nike is actually Sora's twin brother. I think he was more cool. My favorite part he did was because of Simka. There was this moment when Nike was fighting Kazu, and Nike just picked up Simka's naked body and just threw it at Kazu. And in all honesty, that was like one of my favorite moments of the entire series because like Sora, because he said he's going for the 99% of people, Nike was just going in and attacking, and he was just taking a lot of beating, and eventually he was defeated by Kazu, but he did not go out like a wuss. He did not go out like a wuss. He was pretty lit. Sorry, character-wise, is practically nothing. Now, I do want to talk about the Thunder King, Nue. Nue, he was introduced, and he was so badass when he was introduced. And then he gets destroyed. And then he just joins the Swords team because they're stronger. And then he just, in a sense, he becomes a pussy. And that's all I want to say about him. Now it's time to talk about Spitfire. One of the saving grace of the series, because as a character, he was pretty solid. Now, what ruined him is his Spitfire AI program. I'm like, what the hell is this? Reincarnation? How are you being able to say stuff? Like, you know how like normal humans talk and they can just respond accordingly? That's how the Spitfire AI is. I'm like, that's not how artificial intelligence works, people. Like, that's not how it works. And that just made me laugh. But like some of the stuff that Spitfire, he was cool. I thought he was pretty good. And boy, does this guy have so much fan art on Google. Like, it's ridiculous amount of fan art he has. But he was pretty cool. He was pretty cool. Now it's time to. Now I saved the best for last. Later in the story, Iki starts to get help from a very special someone, from a very important dude. The President of the United States, Barack Obama. In other words, John Omaha. And you're like, wait a minute. Yo, I'm sorry the reason I'm laughing because like every time I don't understand why he like because he came out of nowhere. He came out of nowhere, and you notice him. He looks like Obama. He looks like Obama. This was hilarious because there was this moment where Obama changed his body with Emily, who's a solid character, and they turned the president of the United States into a pervert. Wow. I still remember, like, there's a scene and they just stopped doing anything with Emily's character. Like, there we go. Yeah, John Omaha, what? Holy shit. Yo, I think there's this moment where John Omaha told his sad story to Iki. And Iki was crying, and John Omaha was saying that he's gonna offer his help to Iki because he was saying that the world needs ATs. ATs needs to be packing all over the world. We must have ATs. And Iki was like, no thank you. I don't need your help. It'll be uncool to cheat to win. I'm like, Iki, all you do is cheat. So it makes no sense on that. They show Obama in like a teenage girl body to really just like do what the hell he wants. There's a moment where like there was like the final bag when Obama's in Emily's body. She comes in with a pair of booty shorts and they're like, hey, I'm here. And why he's there? Because the commander needs to expire, what was it? What is it called? Inspire. Oh yeah, a commander needs to inspire resolve to his troops or whatnot. I'm like, but you came in with a pair of booty shorts. How is that? I don't know. I don't even know about that. But John Omaha is ridiculous. He's hilarious. I can't with this man. It's so funny. I think I said everything I wanted to say. This is pretty much all we need to talk about. I think this was solid to give you guys an idea of how the story is, how ridiculous it is, they have cannons, they have sword scythe, they have death, they have, death is fine, but like this is so random, and there's like helicopter blades and blah blah blah. I'm like, like I shit you not. Oh great, I have no idea what the hell you're thinking. Excuse me. I have no idea what the hell you're thinking. This series is wow. It's just wow. It's terrible. I do not recommend the manga. I recommend the anime. I recommend, but not the manga. Like, just don't bother. You'll be so disappointed. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I don't even know. I don't know what to tell you. Overall, Airgear to me had a lot of potential when it came to the Kings, the Regalias, the Parksford, the Battles, even so being the main villain. So much stuff. You can do a lot with it. But the potential just fell short of all the ridiculousness that you see in the series. It's so insane how bad it is. There's a reason why I want you to give this review. There's a reason why I want to give this review. Because this is not the end of my special video project. This is just the beginning. Because I shall be doing my very own Airgear reworked or rewritten. I call it my Airgear reworked project. Where I'm going to redo the entire series, just pretty much go a fan writing. That's all I'm going to be doing. Of the entire series, how it should have been, yada yada yada. And I'll be releasing them in videos based off of arcs and blah blah blah. So just look forward to that when the time comes. Hopefully soon. But just look forward to that. I hope you guys will enjoy that. So this is where I like to end things off. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. So leave a comment, like, subscribe for the future content that's coming up. And stay breezy, guys. Stay breezy.